What's up, everybody? Thanks for tuning in to another live session with the Bubble Podcast with Mr. the Realist, yours truly. I know I'm coming on a little late tonight, guys. We had some things going on earlier today. The artist and I decided to come on later on tonight. And I got a good interview for you guys, man. This is like one of my favorite artists coming out of the Bay Area.
I go by the name Chuck Maguire out here in San Francisco, just trying to make some noise, you know what I mean? Do my due diligence in the industry, you know what I mean? I've always been a fan of music, you know what I mean? And I always had like that passion for it, that calling. One day I just woke up like, man, I'm gonna try to dabble in this shit.
Yeah, so
2+2. So
what's going on, my man? How you doing?
I'm doing
good.
How are you, man? How you
I'm
doing?
doing good, bro. I appreciate you for showing up tonight. I know you be having a busy and hectic day, and
yeah, man. I'm sorry I couldn't do it earlier, man. Shit
it's
always
okay.
comes up. Here we are.
With that being said, guys, he is like I said, I'm gonna welcome him back to the show because my man is one of the artists that I refer to as a pillar to this platform. He came in and did an interview, sent his music into the radio show, and he was eager to be a part of this platform. And here we are a year later, and we're doing a follow-up interview with my man. So yeah, so let's get into the new stuff, and then we're gonna backtrack to the old stuff. All right. So what have you been doing?
Yes,
what have you been working on this past year?
Man, so in terms of this year, I got something cooking. But last year, I was just putting out singles. You know what I mean? I only put out 4 singles last year, but they were hits. You know what I'm saying? None of them miss. You know what I mean? I'd rather put out consistent hidden singles rather than just a 12-track project with like 1 or 2 hits. You know what I mean? I'm trying to just focus on what works. You know, some people with that project, the whole project works. You know what I mean? But it ain't my process, man. I do one song at a time, focus on one song at a time, do my little ooh-wah. Everyone got their own process, you know what I mean? But it's working for me so far, but I got an announcement to make this year. I'm putting out my first project. The last 3 years, I just putting out none but singles, but I got my first project on the way. It's gonna be a little EP, 8-track. I'm about halfway done. I'm gonna put out like maybe 10 more tracks and pick out the best 4 from them, and then I'm probably gonna drop that. I'm gonna have y'all waiting though. Take Control. I dropped on New Year's Eve, and I'm not probably gonna put this project out early summer, so y'all gonna be a little dry, no Maguire for a couple months, but I promise it's gonna be
So you named it Take Control. Is that what you said?
Yeah, Take Control is my latest single. I dropped that December 31st,
What are the
2020.
numbers doing on that?
Man, on Apple's slow. I probably only got like 9K. Spotify took off. I just broke 18K on Spotify. About 12K on YouTube, Tidal, and all that, Amazon, Pandora. They don't show me numbers, but it's moving, man. So far, it's been the most successful single in terms of its first month of being released. People show so much love with that. You know what I mean? I changed my sound a little bit. And, you know, I like singing on the hooks, you know what I mean? And I'm not even going to lie. I was driving to the studio. I had a hook made, but I caught the melody to the hook, so I redid the whole hook. And it came out way better than I anticipated, man. And me and Flo just got together. Flo's my engineer. Shout out Highlight Flo, man. It's my man's. And you know, he put that sauce on that song and just took it to a whole other level. So that was like, oh, shout out Tekken, the producer. He made that.
Yeah, I'm glad you brought up Highlight because I got a question about him. I'm like, you still working with him, right? So is that like your main guy with the beats that he makes your beats still, or you still working with him?
No, that's my engineer. That's my engineer. He just do the recording process. Now I get all my beats on BeatStars. The dude Tekken who made that beat, where's he from? I think he's from somewhere in Europe. There's a lot of people out there all over the world that make beats, and they're making some bangers. So, you know, I try to work with a bunch of different producers on every project. You know what I mean? Just to kind of get a little diversity in it. You know what I mean?
That's the good, man. You leading right into my next questions, man. That's what's up. So my man is strictly independent, guys, and he's doing everything on his own. And I just want you to break it down a process. Just break down the process like the Take Control from paper to streaming platform. What is your process? What do you do?
there's not really a process, man. To be honest with you, it's different every time. You know what I mean? You can't really predict when you get in the zone. You know what I mean? Some people they got it like that. They just hit the studio, boom, boom, boom. You know what I mean? But that ain't me. I gotta feel it, man. So with this one, I was listening to some beats. You know, I was listening to some random beats, whether I picked the tempo or the style of beat I want, and then just kind of go from there. And I heard this one beat also from Tekken, and that was the first one that got me. And I just started writing. I got in the zone with that. I started with the first verse. Everywhere I go, you know, I stay lit, and I just kept going from there. And then I didn't have no hook yet, but I just started writing. I was just writing bar for bar, bar for bar, and I put the verses together. And then Tekken was just sending me beats, and then he sent me this one beat. I was like, hold on. So I put that beat instead of the other one, and everything just fell into place, bro. You know what I mean? And again, the first hook I had for Take Control, it was the same words, same melody, but it's a little bit different key. You know what I mean? So I kind of, it's different it's one thing to spit, but when you like singing hooks and melodies, that's just all new to me. You know what I mean? So I'm trying to find the ways that work, but I feel what I figured out is you can't even try too hard, man. You gotta let that shit just fall into place and just feel it. If you're trying too hard, you're just gonna be, it ain't gonna hit. You know what I mean? So you gotta just let that shit
So okay, so you do stuff on the way to the studio, and then after it's made, what's the process of getting it onto the platform?
Yeah, so I go with Flo. We wax it, dip. And then, you know, a couple of days later, he'll send me, because he do my mixing and mastering too. My man Highlight Flow is a one-stop shop, and he bad. He'll make it sound like from here to here. You know what I mean? And so yeah, he made that song so crispy, and you know the way he do his drops and little things here and there to make it official. You know, so he sent me back the song. So I got so mind you, this is December 26th. I recorded this on day after Christmas. So I'm trying to drop it December 31st, you know what I mean? So I got 4 days of work. So I hop on, in terms of the cover art, I hopped on Fiverr. I found this graphics designer who did artwork in the past with me. You know, we talked about doing some work, but we didn't actually finish nothing in the past. But this time I hit him back. I was like, yo, I'm ready. I got this idea in my head with, you know, take control. The concept was a man, you know, taking control. And, you know, I visioned this, you know, a pretty faced female with a caution tape. First, I was gonna have it blindfolded, but then I thought it's a little too much, so I have it cover her mouth. And shout out to my homegirl Heather out there in Texas, man. I see you, baby girl. She, you know, I hit her. I was like, yo, she had this picture I wanted to use, and she sent it back, and we did black and white with the caution tape around it. And that caution tape actually hit. Like, it came out way better than I thought. So I ran with that whole aesthetic for the music video. But anyway, so in terms of submitting it, yeah, the cover art, I told dude, I was like, man, I need a 24-hour turnaround because I'm trying to submit it to my distro. This way we get it uploaded. And then I submitted it, ran it so fast, and it actually came out right on time. Normally you guys submit, like they say, submit like 2 weeks in advance just to make sure all the lyrics get submitted, everything gets approved, the artwork, you know what I mean? So it's a process, but this is the first time I actually rushed it. 'Cause I wasn't planning on dropping nothing, but I was like, hold on, let me put one more single out before. That's why I didn't put it out new to January 1st. I put it out December 31st, so it still gets that 2022 stamp. You know what I mean? And then everything worked out. It came back. It got hit on Apple Music first. No, I'm sorry. Spotify dropped it first, like New Year's Eve night around 8 p.m. Apple Music get hit like at 9 or 10. Since I submitted it so last minute, it didn't drop at the exact time I wanted to.
So as far as your submissions, right? I'm asking you this question because you know this platform is trying to inspire people, right?
All good.
Yeah. So
away, man.
when you submit it, right, who is your distro and who do they submit it to? Because I heard you naming off a lot of platforms. So do you submit it to all of these platforms, or do you deal with one distro?
No, I got one distributor. I work for DistroKid. Yeah, shout out Alan Cass. He's the one that put me on the DistroKid. You know, you pay an annual fee. It's not a lot at all, man. And you know what I mean? You just submit unlimited music for the year, or you can have it auto renew, and you can actually pay an extra fee to where even if you don't renew your subscription, your music stays on there just to keep that legacy behind. You know what I mean? But yeah, DistroKid, you know, they got agreements with Apple, Spotify, Pandora, Tidal, Napster, Amazon, YouTube Music, everything that's out there, Deezer, Snapchat, IG, you know what I mean? And you can submit with the lyrics. This way your lyrics pop up when people play your music on the stories or the IG or the
Yeah.
TikTok. If you put the lyrics and your lyrics pop up, like, that's legit. Like I never cracked that code, but you got to put the lyrics in a certain format. But once they approve it,
Okay.
it's a wrap, man. So you know what I mean? Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of distributors. There's DistroKid.
CD Baby.
I can't. I'm going
You got
blank right
CD
now. There's
Baby.
a few other
You
ones.
got
Yep.
you got a whole bunch of them.
Yep.
Yeah.
There's that one. There's what's the other one? Man, Anubis use. I don't remember, but I mean with distro, you know, they let you keep 100% of your royalties. You know what I mean? Everything's still yours, fully independent. They ain't taking a piece of it. I'm sure there's better distributors, but
Okay.
that's the one I've been rocking with.
All right. So I noticed that you said that you're doing a little bit more singing on the songs or on the hooks. Is that what you're trying to do? Is that what you're trying to do different with future projects, or is that something that we're going to hear a lot more of?
You'll hear a lot more of it for sure. I've been doing it since my first single, Face It, that I dropped. And it's just where I've always been an R&B head, you know what I mean? 90s R&B junkie to the fullest, and I'll be the first to admit it. You know what I mean? So because of that, I've always been singing and stuff, like on the side, but you know what I mean? Once I actually recorded some vocals, like singing, it sounded decent. I was like, man, so, you know what I mean? Ain't no need to fix what ain't broken.
Absolutely.
If it worked, man, it worked.
That's why I want you to talk about what you're going to do different with future projects. So now you said that you're going to change up from doing the singles. You're going to do a full project this year?
Yeah, I got a project on the way.
How many tracks you got done?
So I got 4 done. I want to put out at least 9 or 10. It's going to be an EP. I'm going to drop at least like 8 more and just handpick the best 5 of them out of there and then put out a little EP. I'm juiced for this one. My first project. It's always been number singles.
So what's going to be the overall emotion or mood that you want this project to bring across to people?
It's gonna be all over the place. I'm always in a different mood, you know what I mean? So whatever I'm feeling, that's gonna be the vibe. You know, one track could be, you know, about going out, popping out, partying. Next track could be, you know, on some real shit. The next part could be on some relationship shit. Next part could be on some self-awareness. You know, I'm trying to go for all aspects. You know, just keep people guessing. You know what I mean? You can't be predictable nowadays. You got to keep them guessing, man. Catch the element of surprise.
Absolutely. So, with you doing all this work in the independent realm, it's a lot of work too, guys. It's a lot of work to do this stuff on your own. With you doing all this work in the independent realm, do you plan on going to a major or signing to any kind of label?
I've thought about it. It'd be nice to get that extra that kick, you know what I mean? That extra, you know, level up, you know what I mean? That push start, you know what I mean? Just to kind of give you that push into you, that get your foot in the doorway. But you know, everything come with a price, man. I definitely want to maintain 100% of my everything I make, my royalties, everything. Like, you know, industry nice, but nowadays 2023, you don't even need a label. You know what I mean? You got all these platforms, if you build a network of people, you know what I mean? Word of mouth is still the best promo, you know what I mean? I mean, major labels, indie labels, they'll be good to book you bigger shows, put you on bigger venues, but everything's in our reach, you know what I mean? We got access to everything nowadays. As long as you know the right people, you got a network. That's why I be telling people, like, bro, everywhere you go, you got a network, you know what I mean? Everywhere you go, whether it's rapping with DJs, club owners, A&R, other managements, you know what I mean? The more and more you network, you finna land something. You know what I mean? Some people get a little lazy and complacent. They want that label to kind of have their back and give them that takeoff. It's like, you can do it all yourself nowadays. You know, labels, it's always a fine print, you know what I mean? So,
all right, that's what's up. So as far as like collaborations, name off some artists that you would love to work with in the future. Like, name off a couple artists that you would love to have on this project you got coming up. Nobody?
Nobody.
I like it.
I'm working with myself. Yeah, man. I gotta build my brand, build my name first. You know what I mean? You know, my man Anubis. You know my brother Anubis. That's the only man I work with. My brother Alan Cass. Locals, independents. They all local. That's it. But in terms of, like, you know what I mean? Just, I don't want, you know. I mean, it's good to collab. Don't get me wrong, but you know, people always gonna try to take something from you. So I'd rather build it all from the ground up myself. You know what I mean? Just build my own brand, have something to show for, and then we can start talking with that with other people. But yeah, I'm just doing it. I'm just doing me right now, man.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
So what is it? All right, guys. It's a lot of work. It's a
Shout
lot
out
of work
Anubis. I see you,
that
baby
goes
boy.
into making music, man. And it's a lot of work that goes into making music on your own. And then to do that while you're living and trying to survive and probably got a family is so damn difficult, guys. So I like asking my artists, what inspires you to keep getting up and trying to make it in this business?
This quote that I live by and I stand by it. Never forget what we doing it for. If it ain't worth it, you shouldn't even be doing it. You know what I mean? You got to remember why we doing it, what outcome we want, and if you start trying to phasing off from that or just thinking, oh, procrastinating, like, nah, I'll do it tomorrow, like, you can't, that shit don't work, bro. You gotta balance it out. Life, music, like, you can easily go 50-50, 60-40, as long as you delivering, put a little something into it every day. I always try to have a little obsession with myself, or, you know, whether I'm writing something or just listening to beats. You gotta do something every day, man. If not, then, you know what I mean, you're gonna start, people start falling behind. You know what I mean? And you gotta just be consistent. Consistency is what it is, man. You know, complacency, that's just the devil, bro. That shit'll slow you down. You know what I mean? People get a little piece of success and they just want to get comfortable. So you gotta stay hungry. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? I'm trying to be that man. You know what I mean? But it takes a lot. It ain't easy. But as long as you stick to it, hard work, eventually you're gonna get it. And if you quit, you probably gonna get the next day after you quit. So you can't be too deep to go
And
quit
that's what I
now.
tell
I mean,
people. I'm like, man, yeah, if you
ain't no point in
look
going
at
back.
where you at right now and turn around, it's further to go back than to go forward, because
Facts.
you're closer to that point
Facts.
already. So
Facts.
number one, guys,
Right. That's a
recognizing
very
the
good point.
passion is the first thing. You got to recognize you have the passion, and that's what's going to keep inspiring you to overlook your burdens and overlook your situations that are like too high to get around or anything like that. So, yeah, man, this is like one of the artists that I love talking to. He came in and had an interview with me. I'm still looking to get you on camera, man. We're gonna get you on camera probably after. We're gonna get it after
Yes,
this,
sir.
after you drop this
Yes,
project.
sir.
But let
Yeah, we're
let's
gonna
get
do it too,
into.
for sure. I love what you're doing, Ree. I love what you're doing for the Bay. I've been telling you, baby boy. Hey, salute, man. For real, ain't nobody doing how you do it, and your process. You humble and a
Thank you,
motherfucker, and nobody can take that
thank
from you,
you,
bro.
thank
I
you.
love what you're doing.
So why don't you tell everybody your ties to the Bay Area and why is it home?
Oh man, everybody. I grew up in the city. You know what I mean? But I move all over the Bay. I fuck with San Jose, Oakland, Tough, the Peninsula. I need to get more on the North Bay. I get streams in the North Bay, Santa Rosa, man. I know y'all fuck with me. I need to start making some noise out there. Petaluma, you know what I mean? They love the hip hop culture up there, you know. But yeah, I'm out here in the city. You know, I fuck with everybody in the city. Lakeview, Hunters Point, shout out Filmo. We got a show coming up March 19th, that Done Deal reunion. San Quinn, Big Rich, damn near all Filmo finna be in there. I'm opening for all them guys,
That's
man.
what's
So
up.
it's gonna be, it's a blessing
That's what's up. I
to
want
work
you to
with
talk.
them.
Go ahead.
Yeah, it's that brick and mortar. Come through, Reed. Yeah, I'm finna make some noise. Brick and mortar out
Yeah,
here in the
I know
city.
about brick and mortar. I've been there. I've performed there a couple times. I like that. I like that spot right on the corner. Yeah,
Yes,
that's
sir.
cool. So,
Yeah, I'm looking forward to
uh,
that one.
good. You bringing up my next point, man. So as far as like shows and stuff, videos and stuff, I see you. I see you working. I still see little bits in your IG that you working. So you got any shows that you've
Yes,
done
sir.
besides the one that's coming up? And since we talked last,
Yeah, I rocked last year. I rocked at Hawthorne a couple times. Shout out Resonance Gang. That's my events team that I work with. My DJ Matt Meyer. Shout out Big Ancient Future, Paul Michael, man. They always show love. You know what I mean? They're these DJs have residency in the city, and they always put me on my shows. All my shows, they book all my shows, with the exception of this one. But you know what I mean? Like they put me on a Hawthorne a couple times. We rocked that Love SF. Let's see, we rocked that Valencia Room a couple times. We rocked. I don't know. I'm rocking with. I'm trying to make some moves in the East Bay. Shout out DJ Source. You know what I mean? We're trying trying to make some noise at Hello Stranger. They always play my music when I pop out at Hello Stranger. You know what I mean? So I'm trying to definitely trying to get some more shows. You know what I mean? That's one thing. That's definitely my goal this year. I want to do at least one show a quarter, 4 shows a year. You know what I mean? Just to kind of get more on the books. You know what I mean? Get that crowd control, because you know, the more and more you do it, more repetitions, the more you're gonna get better at it. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to do performances. You know, because performances, it's not only fun, but performances, you know what I mean? That's how you network, bro. Like, people hear you and they want to fuck with you. You know what I mean? The best feeling is when you get off stage and everybody praising you. They want to shake your hand, add your music when they singing your shit on stage, bro. That shit gives me chills to this day. So, you know,
well, yeah, I mean,
part of music
performing, man, that's like the best promo any artist could do. I mean,
man, you get a rush
you
off
get
that.
everybody that's busting your lyrics while you're on stage. I mean, that's the best feeling. I mean, but that lets you know that your promotions are working. Now, you mentioned a team, right? I know it's important to have a squad behind you. I don't have much of a team myself, so I like asking people this: how did you start building your teammates, and how did you start getting that together? How did that start?
Man, tell you the truth, with Resonance, it just fell into place with them. On my first show at Valencia Room, I rocked, and DJ Matt Meyer, he was a DJ spinning, and we met each other that night, and you know, we started rapping outside after the show, just talking here and there, and then, you know, I told him I wanted him to be my official DJ, and he was with it. You know, he was like, man, we got to get your music here, and we got to let this dude hear it, and this dude, so I could see the support, you know what I mean? And I was like, okay, I want this guy on my team, you know what I mean? I was like, I want you to be my DJ, and then he introduced me to his right hand, Paul Michael, and then we started doing shows, and then we did this one show at Hawthorne. So Resonance events, there's this group of like DJs and promos, and you know, they just take over the nightlife, and you know what I mean? So with Champagne Waves, I see you, baby boy, and you know, we started linking up, but then one show, you know, they're like, yeah, we want you to be a part of Resonance. Like, we want you under our belt. It was like an NFL draft. They had me the Resonance shirt. They had me hold it up, taking it. It was dope, man. It was a fucking experience. Been rocking with them ever since. You know what I mean? And you know, Matt Meyer, he in Thailand right now, waiting for baby boy to get back. You know, I just seen Paul Michael the other night. We're trying to make some moves. You know, they working. Those guys are working. DJs work. Salute to all DJs, man. You don't understand how hard it is. Not hard. You don't understand how much work it is to be a successful DJ. So I see these 2 guys working. You know what I mean? And I respect them guys. All DJs, man. That shit ain't easy. You know what I mean? But for a DJ to set you aside and actually hear out what you're trying to do or what you're saying, that takes a lot, man.
That's what's up.
Shout out Resonance Game, man.
That's what's up. So now, I like asking all the artists this, because we're about to start winding down. What kind of message or impression do you want people to have when they hear about Chuck Maguire? What message do you want? Yeah.
Feel good vibes. Positive. As you guys can tell, my music's more commercial. You know what I mean? I try to make a little something for everybody, but you know, the message is just, you know, if you're making music, do what's you. Do what's true to you. You know what I mean? No cap, no extra bullshit in your bars. Just keep it pure. If it's you, it's you. That's why my shit is hidden. People be like, Chuck, all you do is rap about this and that. And it's like, that's the life I'm living. Like, I can't rap about some shit I ain't doing. Otherwise, the shit ain't gonna come out the way it do. You know what I mean? So stay true to your bars, man. Stay true to your music. Respect your process. Stay humble. You know what I mean? A little piece of winning could definitely get to people's heads. You know what I mean? Just stay humble and don't forget why we doing it. You know what I mean? And I want people, when they hear my music, you know, I want them to be like, man, Chuck really did that. You know what I mean? And then they could tell, like, I stand by every bar. You know what I mean? And people know that shit. Some people like a different kind of hip hop, but this is me. This is what I'm gonna do, and I stand by it. You know
Okay.
I mean?
That's what's up, man. That's what's up. All right. Let me ask you. I see that you got the trademark behind Chuck Maguire. Is that in the works, or is that finalized?
Yes, sir. No, that's mine. I trademarked that. I didn't even trademark it at first, man. I don't even want to get into it, but I searched this song. My biggest song is Faded, and when I searched it, I searched Chuck Faded, and I found another Chuck.
Oh,
made
damn.
A song called Faded, and he used the same font, bro. He damn near took the same melody. So at that point, you know, that's kind of, you don't get nervous or scared, but it's like, hold on, somebody, you don't want to get all the legalities into it and all that, you know what I mean? And then my homegirl, she hit me with the ooh-ah, and she was like, trademark your shit. She helped me line it up, you know what I mean? And we put the stamp on it, trademark it, so that's why I wanted to. And that was my logo. That was officially my logo, but I never
Right.
finalized it, you know what I mean? Like on paper, like that's my shit. But once that happened, that's I was like, okay, I got to start taking this more seriously, you know what I mean? I sent him a cease and desist, like, look, bro, this is my shit. I don't know who made the artwork, but it ain't gonna work. But that's when I started, you know, doing things more serious and, you know, trademarking all my songs, you know, copywriting everything. Well, technically, if you write it, it's already copywritten, but sometimes you gotta do a little more because people are gonna try you. And, but some people are like, nah, don't even pay no mind, you know, take it as a compliment. If someone's taking your shit, it's good. But still, man, it's like, I put my heart and soul into every melody, right? You know what I mean? It's like when you hear somebody just trying to take shortcuts and just, you know, ride your coattail like that, it's, I don't know. It's just trying to touch my ego a little bit, but you gotta learn to, you know, yeah, I guess it comes with it. It could come with the territory, you know what I mean? So I can't get too mad at him, you know what I mean? But yeah, I definitely trademarked my logo. There's more to come though. That logo, I didn't put too much thought to it. It just fell into place with the faded artwork. I took it and ran with it, but that's
That's
a
what's
piece of
up.
mine.
That's
Yes,
what's up.
sir.
That's what's up. Yeah, but
Right
I'll be trying
there,
to
right
tell
there,
everybody.
man.
I'll be trying to tell everybody on here that protecting yourself is very important, and that comes with copywriting. It
Got
comes
to,
with
man. Got
going
to.
to any kind of performance right organization and becoming a member there. And just like my man did, trademark whatever it is that you got going. So just briefly, and then I'm gonna let you get out of here in a minute. Just briefly touch on uh,
All good.
is the process to trademark something, is that hard? Because I never really went through that process. I just do a lot of the copyright and all of that stuff.
I'll walk you through it. No, it's it's tedious. It's a lot of steps, but it's cheap. Like my logo, like $45. There's websites that can do it for you. There's some official ones, but you gotta apply for it. Whether it's a logo or a brand or something, you can trademark anything nowadays as long as you're the originator of it. And you gotta specify what it is, like, you know, the right eye's red, the left eye's blue, and as long as you break down in words and describe it officially, you send it in. It takes a couple of days for it to get approved, and they might write back like, "Hey, are you gonna use this for a clothing brand or woo woo woo?" And then you gotta say yes or no. You know what I mean? But you know, if it ain't, I mean, it's easy to trademark something if it has a little bit different. You know, this is somewhat. It could be common, but if there's something that kind of different, separates it from everything else, they'll approve it. And they hit me like in 2 days, bro. They hit me 2 days. They approved it, and it's
Yep,
a good feeling when you know something's officially
yep.
yours. You know what I mean? Like, you know, there's a lot of hard work, man. I ain't trying to put all this work into everything and just have somebody just run off. I mean, don't get me wrong. People been taking something and then do more with it, which is fine. I respect that, but don't just sit here and, you know,
Yeah,
word for
yeah.
word, bar for bar, just taking
Don't
it.
snake my
You know,
shit, man. Don't take it, man. Don't do that.
yeah, man. Like, come on. You know what I mean? So yeah, stand by you stand by your brand, y'all. Trademark your shit. You got logos, and even if you don't feel if it's good or not, like, run it. You know what I mean? Because it's just something that you can call your own. You know what I mean? We ain't working hard for nothing, man. You know what I mean? I wanna own everything I create. You know what I mean? Whether it's, you know, profits and logos and songs, anything. You know what I mean? Like, I ain't trying to have
Absolutely,
nobody
man.
take nothing from me.
Absolutely. All right. So
You know what I'm
you
saying?
was giving all your shouts and plugs out during the show, but do you have anybody else that you want to shout out and plug right now?
That's it, man. Shout out my right hand man, A-Rod, the heavy hitter, man. I know you out there somewhere, baby boy. That's it. All my haters, I love y'all to death. You know what I mean? Shout out to all them, man. Y'all keep me going. Shout out to my fans, man. I love y'all. I ain't shit without my fans, man. I'll be the first to admit that. Y'all keep me going. I do it for y'all. I do it for me, but I do it for y'all, man. All the love, the support y'all give me. You know what I mean? That should mean the world to me, and I wouldn't change
Absolutely,
it or take
man.
back
All
nothing.
right. Tell them one more time about your.
And shout out Mystery, man. I
Thank you.
love what you're doing, baby boy. Shout out my guy. You
Thank
fuck
you.
with me since day one, man. And you know what I mean? See, they ain't built like you no
I
more, brother.
appreciate that.
So keep
I
on
really
keeping on.
appreciate that, man. Thank you, bro. Tell them about
Hell
your
yeah.
project one more time, and we're gonna get up out of here.
Chuck Maguire. I'm aiming to drop it June 21st, the first day of summer. It's gonna be called "Y'all Thought I Was Done" because they really slept on me for the last couple of years. I stopped making music. Everybody thought I was done, just left for dead. You know what I mean? Then I dropped "Face It," and changed the game in my eyes. You know what I mean? So the project's coming out soon. It's gonna be real nice. It's gonna be it might be one feature, but that's it. It's gonna be all Maguire. You know what I mean? Show me the money, and we're making some moves. Yeah, shout out again, everybody been fucking with me. My new partners, my day one partners. Everybody.
Well, that's what's up, man. All right, everybody. We have been talking with, in my eyesight, one of the iconic Bay Area independent artists. He's working hard. He's doing it. He sounds like he has his head right. And I like talking to my man. Can't wait for the projects to come out. Can't wait for my man to start sending me some more music. And then we're gonna keep it cracking, man. So as usual, I'm Mystery the Realist, and this has been another interview.
Shout out Mystery.
Yeah, right on.
Shout out the bubble. Yeah, man. Keep grinding, y'all. I see you shining too, baby.
Right on, brothers. Right on. Right on. Yes, so sir. My man said it. This is the Bubble Podcast. And then until next interview, guys, I'm going to see y'all later. I love y'all. Peace.